Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Dark Red from Aftershock Comics, Dark Red issue #1, that is. Yeah, they had a booth at C2E2, whatever, the Chicago Comics Expo. I really wish that I had the opportunity or the ability to actually go down there and whatnot. Not the easiest thing in the world to get to a comic book convention, especially over the borders and whatnot. So sorry, but I really wish I could have gone there. Meet a bunch of cool people, but also seriously to see this particular panel. I would have loved to be able to get the chance to talk to these guys. Anyway, this issue is called The Forgotten Man. Tim Seeley is the co-creator and writer. Corin Howell is the co-creator and artist. Mark Engelbert is on colors. Marshall Dillon is the letterer. The cover is done by Aaron Campbell, and the incentive cover is done by Larry Stroman. Logo designer Jared K. Fletcher. So, boom shakalaka, man. You got this knucklehead vampire named Chip, who, as it turns out, is a deep south racist. Now, mind you, all those terms, there are some people like, so he's from the deep south, right? No, stop. That's not how people are. I've been to the deep south. No. There are a lot of people who are simply not racist. There's some people who are. There's some people who are partially, whatever. It's just like the rest of the world. Anyway, and then there's Evie. Evie produces too much blood. Apparently, this is a real thing. So they're like a match made in heaven, but she actually wants him to bite her and make her into a vampire. He's like, yeah, no, because then I'd be responsible for you. And she's like, yeah, but then we could just leave this little dumb place and go off to like Chicago or, like the C2E2 or New York or Los Angeles. He's like, I see. You just really want me to be your meal ticket to get out of here. It's like, wow, she's technically your meal ticket because you don't have to hunt anymore. Funny how those things work out. So, and then she says she gets pissed off at him because he is such a freaking flagrant racist. And, yeah, she leaves. And then also these other vampires who are straight up murderers, stone cold murderers, these three guys show up. And they try to take him down because they want to take over this territory. And he's actually a pretty tough fighter. But somebody comes along to help him. No, it's not Evie. It's somebody else who's... Oof. You ever listen to Kiss? They had smashes, thrashes, and hits. First song, they had like 2 new songs on that album of greatest hits, which actually like has Eric Carr doing a bunch of, reworked versions of older Kiss songs. Anyway, the first song, what was that called? Let's Put the X in Sex. Yeah, there's a line from that song that reminds me of this girl. And, yeah, me likey. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. This was a really, really good comic book. This was an exceptionally good comic book because I expect it to be good. And then with the nuance, the subtle details, like throwing in the idea that he's a racist and the things that he says and how ridiculously untrue they are, painful. Painful. But I enjoyed it. I definitely did. Anyway, guys, definitely consider getting this book. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.